Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Jerry from the StogieReview.com, bringing you another video cigar review. And today I am bringing you a review of the Arganese Double Wrap. It's the barber pole looking guy from Arganese. Now, the Arganese cigar line's been out for quite a while now, so I'm not gonna rehash all the details about them. So I know Walt. Reviewed this cigar back in September, so check out his review for more details. But even according to his video, he just stole everything from from Cigar Jack, from his reviews. So like I said, the details can be found throughout the website. But the one thing I like about the double wrap is it's a unique, interesting looking cigar. I was going through the humidor trying to find something to smoke, something different, and its unique look, the barber pole style look, really caught my eye. If it didn't look like it does, sounds silly, but if it didn't have its unique look, I think it would have blended in with everything else, and I never would have smoked the guy. I had my first one of these not too long ago, maybe a week or two ago, and I loved them. And I was sad to know that I only had one in my humidor. So some of the guys on Twitter can attest to me whining for a few days about how I didn't have any more. And luckily enough, our own Brian Hewitt was nice enough to send me 3 of these guys to tide me over. He also sent me a pair of the Maduro Chairmans, which are also, I've had one so far, and I really like that one. So hey, in my opinion, Arganese got it going on here. But hopefully, I'm a little sad though, because this is my last one that I'm going to smoke with you guys, and so hopefully I'll do some more whining on Twitter and get me some more. But hey, I'm gonna get my things together here. When we come back, which will only be a few seconds for you, we'll cut and light my guy and start this adventure of the Arganese Double Wrap together, and we'll do a little catching up. I know it's been a while, and some of you've been asking how I've been, so we'll play a little game of catch up. So stay tuned, and I will be right back. Hey, okay, I am back. I got my lighter. You guys remember the Vector Pump 2000, and my cutter. I still got the cigar, but I'm going to use a V cut for this. For those of you that never watched any of my videos, know. For those of you that have never watched any of my videos, you'll find out that I'm such a goober. You'll find out that the V cut's one of my, it's probably my favorite cut of all the different cuts out there. Don't ask me why, I just do. I feel like I get a better concentration of flavors, and I could more adequately pick up flavors using a V cut than a straight cut or a scissor cut or punch. Anyways, so I'm going to go ahead and clip my Arganese there. As you can see, it makes a little notch there for me to enjoy. I'm going to use my Vector Pump and toast this guy a little bit, get it a little going. All right, so I got my Arganese Double Wrap pretty much ready to go here, and now I hope the quality of the video works out well. I didn't really feel like messing around and setting up the video camera, and well, one, I couldn't find any tapes. All my tapes had stuff on it that I didn't want want to erase it, and I was too lazy to go out and buy new tape. So, and it's just easier to use my MacBooks. It's like they say, it just works. Anyways, my Arganese Double Wrap. you know, for uh, for a long time, I used to think these. I keep popping down. I used to think uh, these barber pole style cigars, kind of fell in that gimmick category of cigars. Kind of like the egg shaped cigar, or the baseball bat, or the jalapeno pepper shaped cigar, or one of the many other unique shapes they have out there. I thought it was more of an all show thing. One of those cigars that you'd buy just to have, or buy just to be able to display it in your humidor, or make it a conversation piece or something. Um, Let me just also say, I don't know if this affects anything, but I haven't smoked many of these barber poles. In fact, only two of them come to mind at the moment. This Arganese Double Wrap, and then the CAO America. I think those are the only two barber pole style cigars. Is, what's is either term acceptable, barber pole or double wrap? I seem to use barber pole a lot because that's what it looks like. But yeah, the Arganese Double Wrap and the CAO America are the only two barber pole style cigars I've smoked, and CAO America is another one of my recent favorite cigars. Although it's kind of a different flavor profile than the Arganese Double Wrap, but we'll save the CAO America for another review. But anyway, if all double wrap cigars have the kind of flavors as the CAO America or the Arganese Double Wrap, then they're anything but gimmick cigars now, in my opinion. So, but as you can see, I gotta starting off slow here. Initial flavors are kind of a earthy, woodsy flavors to start here, and so we'll see what this guy develops into. Now, speaking of other reviews, I bet you're all wondering if I'm back to the site. Um, and the honest answer is I don't know. I would love to sit here and tell you guys that I am back. You can look forward to a weekly review from me, but I don't know. I don't know if that's how it's going to work out. Uh, you know, uh, I would hate to come back full time and then something hit me again, or something hit me, or something come up, or what have you, and I'd have to leave all over again. So I'm taking a wait and see attitude. I told Watt I'd do a quick review for him, and I also use it as a catch up session since so many people had been writing into the site and or emailing him and asking him how I was doing. So that's what this video is. I'm gonna try. I want to try and do a video every other week, but I don't want to make any promises. As far as how Michelle and I are doing, we're getting by. I think that's the best that can be hoped for. Um, the experts say it takes about a year for the shock of it all to wear off, and for you to actually start dealing with the emotional side of things. So I don't know. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what they tell us. But it's one moment at a time, day by day. Some moments are terrible, and other moments are not so terrible. But unfortunately, it is what it is. So you can only take life one day at a time and hope you choose the right path to go down. But anyways, before I start uh, before I start getting carried away and babbling off, uh, I'm gonna um, I'm gonna take a break. But before I take a break, I wanted to thank everyone for all their continued support. I get dozens of emails every week asking how I'm doing and letting me know that Michelle and I are still in your prayers, and it means a lot to me. It really does. One particular email I got had a really nice quote in it, and it said, "Nothing loved is ever lost," and I think that's a pretty damn good quote, and really hit me really well. So thanks for all your emails and your continued support, and I'm gonna smoke my Arganese Double Wrap off the air, and we'll come back. We'll talk a little bit more about the cigar, wrap it up, and and go from there. So stay tuned. All right, I am back. I realized that last segment I went on for about 8 minutes babbling, and I didn't want to make this video too long. But I'm back, and let's wrap up this review of the Arganese Double Wrap. All in all, I gotta say this is one of my new favorite cigars. I think the flavors are amazing, amazing flavors. As far as construction, I'll get to the flavors in a second. I'll come back to the flavors in a second. But construction-wise, all four of these that I've had have burned great. I've had a nice even draw. Uh, uh, you know, I didn't really pay too much of close attention to see if it had a veininess to it or not. Yeah, I just smoke them. I don't care what it looks like, as long as it tastes good. And these Arganese Double Wraps definitely are one tasty cigar. On the flavor, flavor profile side, the dominant flavor is that earthy, woodsy taste that I described earlier. Um, and you get that throughout the cigar, and that flavor kind of acts like the glue, so to speak, of the cigar. It's kind of it uses that woodsy taste to kind of blend the flavors of the two wrappers. I mean, you get the creaminess from the Connecticut part of the wrapper, and then you get that sweet coffee cocoa mocha taste from the Brazilian Maduro wrapper. The woodsy flavor bridges those two together. And by bridging, I mean it kind of brings them together. It gives a nice smooth transition from one flavor profile to the other. And I hope that makes sense. What I'm trying to say here. What I was expecting at first when I first started smoking, before I started smoking these guys, what I was expecting was kind of a melding of the flavors, a blending of the flavors. And I'm glad I didn't get that. I don't think it would have worked if the flavors from the two wrappers blended or mixed together. I think it transitioning from one flavor to another as you smoke this guy is what works for the Arganese Double Wrap, at least for me. I hope that makes sense. It might seem that description might seem a little weird, but that's the best I could describe. It's kind of a transition from one profile to another instead of a melding of flavors. Hope that makes sense. I don't know what these run single price. I know Walt in his review said they run $180, but I don't know what they run individually because I haven't had to pay for any of them yet. And damn it, I hope to keep it that way. So listen up, Twitter people. I'm gonna be whining again for whoever has them to send them my way. But even if the cigar was in the $9 to $12 range individually, hey, I think you would still be getting a pretty good deal. Anything more than that, I pause and think about it. But $9 to $12 kind of seems like that price range is what I would pay for it. If they're cheaper than that, great. Arganese don't increase the price. But yeah, so that's about it. All in all, the Arganese Double Wrap is fast becoming one of my favorite go-to cigars. I just wish I had more to go to. Anyway, folks, that pretty much wraps this up. Like I said, I hope to do a review for every other week, hopefully. But I can't sit here and make you promises. But hopefully every other week. Thank you again for all your continued support and supporting the StogieReview.com. Walt has done a great job since I've taken a leave of absence, and I know he couldn't have done it without you guys. So, as always, until next time, long ashes, folks. Take care.